Typical. Whenever I want to say something, there's a plane flying over. Okay, how you going, folks? Shiny Head 180 here. And this is my new project. Basically what we've got here is a Remington 700. It's chambered for 223-556 NATO. It's got a 16.5 inch barrel. It's just a little shorty. Basically building a bit of a light tack rifle. A little while ago I was thinking about buying a 300 Blackout for shits and giggles, and came across this in one of the stores that I frequent, and decided, you know what, I've got a 222, I want a 223, this could be an interesting project. So basically the goal of this is to build it up so that it's a good multi-purpose rifle. Basically use it for hunting, use it for tactical matches. I do have a Savage Model 10 308 in the chote stock that is ridiculously accurate and great fun, but I wanted something with a little less bite, a little less bark, that was a lot lighter that I could carry in the field. So basically what we've got the base rifle, which actually came with the primary weapon systems, the PWS muzzle brake. I'll see if I can sharpen that up a little bit for you so you can see that logo there. So it's like a three-prong style, which I'm interested to see how it works. Then we've got the KRG, I think it is. KRG? Yeah, KRG oversized bolt handle, which I've been mucking around with and trying to get a feel for, which is good. My Savage has an oversized bolt handle, but it's just an oversized bolt handle, whereas this one seems to be more of a bolt-on type thing. So basically we do have nothing in the chamber here. It's nice and safe. Optics wise, I wasn't really sure what I was going to go with. I had a couple of different options. I could have pulled the 6-24 off my 308, and I probably will do for a little bit of a muck around and some testing and stuff like that. What I looked at several different scopes, and I wound up going with a Minox, as in German company, makes cameras, so surely they know a little bit about, you know, how to make shit focus. This is not a high-end scope. It looks very nice, I will admit. I think I paid about $275 for it. I paid, I think, about $10.50 or $11.50 for the rifle. I can't remember. It came also with loophole bases, which I was quite surprised about and quite happy about. I was thinking about putting a 20 MOA rail on it, but given the fact that it's got a 16.5 inch barrel, I'm probably not going to bother, because it's overkill. You know, I don't really envision shooting this thing out past 300 yards, 300 meters, 500 for mucking around, but it's not going to be, you know, a long range thing at all. It's got a very nice Hogue overmolded stock, which I really love the feel of. The length of pull is really good. It's a very grippy stock, and made out of an inert material. You've got your standard Model 700 safety here. This is a non-recoil gun, so it's got the new trigger in it, or the updated trigger, which I don't know what it breaks at, but it's probably as light, if not maybe slightly heavier than my Ticket 222, which you breathe on the thing and it goes off. Not saying that it's unsafe, it's just a very, very crisp, very, very light trigger. This one actually is probably a little bit heavier. Not 100% sure on mag capacity. I've managed to comfortably squeeze 6 223s into the mag well. It does have a detachable floor plate, so you know, that's pretty cool. However, I am probably going to get rid of that and put a 10-shot floor plate in it. That will take AI mags. So if anyone in Australia's got any 223 AI mags they want to get rid of, I've already got the kit on order. Sort of finished paying it off. That they want to get rid of, by all means, get in touch with me, or if anyone knows where I can get some, or some MDT mags, or something similar that will actually fit in an AI mag spec floor plate, that would be great, because I'm having a real hard time getting a hold of them. That's probably about the only reason I haven't actually gone and got the kit off lay-by yet, is simply because having the kit in is completely and utterly fucking worthless without having the mags to go with it. Okay, so back to the optics. I did want something with maybe like a target / tactical turret and an illuminated reticle. Due to funds, as usual, I didn't get that. Worst comes to worst, I can whack my 624 on this. It's illuminated. This is quite nice, 1/4 inch clicks. Okay, I'll try and focus this up a bit better. So far I've only really bore sighted this in. I haven't shot it yet. I literally picked this thing up today. Clicks are quite positive. I don't know if you can hear them. They're not as loud as some, not as snappy as some. They're not mushy. They are quite firm. How long they stay like that will remain to be seen. We do not have focus parallax adjustment on the on your objective. However, we do have a focus back here, which is quite good. And look, honestly, when I first looked through this thing, I wasn't expecting a whole lot. I was looking at scopes in the $200 to $600 range. Looked at a couple of loopholes, BSA, which I might even go back and buy yet, just for shits and giggles. I would have liked to have got something I could have mounted some sort of rail on, because I do have a little Dr. Red Dot that would be really good for close-in work with something like this in the scrub, but that will mount straight onto the mounts that it's got, so I'm not overly concerned about that. Like I said, very positive clicks. Everything in this scope is tight. I'm talking like it requires a fair bit of effort to move the magnification ring. Okay, it's all one-piece construction in the tube, and apparently, don't quote me on this. Okay, I haven't done that much research on it. Apparently designed in Germany, made in the USA. I don't know about that. I don't really care. All I know is this thing's almost like looking through a 30mm tube. There's a lot of light transmission. It's very clear. The reticle itself is BDC reticle. You can also get a Plex reticle. The BDC is probably not going to be much good for me, simply because it's calibrated for a 7mm Remington Magnum, and I've got no inclination to buy something like that anytime soon. I'll see if I can get you a bit of a look at this thing and see if it'll come up. Maybe not. Anyways, it's quite nice. And I am going to have a muck around with it and see just what the calibration's like. Obviously mounts my Harris bipod, and it's stuck on there. I've put it on other rifles, and seriously, this one's the best one so far. It really is sticking to that Hogue stock like nothing else. It's like shit to a blanket. You can see it's got a bit of a swirly pattern through it. Some people might like that, some people might not. For a scrub gun, I think that's probably a good thing. You can paint it up, do whatever you want, you know, Cerakote it if that's your thing. It does have a bit of a Parkerized finish. Now, back to the optics. I decided to go with loophole QD mounts, not for any major reason other than I've used them before, and I do like them. They're reasonably repeatable. Like, when I say reasonably, you're probably going to get a couple of inches at 100 meters, depending on how you set your scope up, and you know, if you know what you're doing. I'm a bit of a novice with them still, but they do index positively, and I do like them. They do, once you've tightened them down with the wings. I'll just flip this. Excuse me. How are we going to do this now? Right, flip this over. Once you tighten these wings here, it's pretty rare for them to come undone. And I mean, I've put a couple of hundred rounds of 308 through my Savage, and I don't think I've ever had to tighten them. So we go along the barrel, and we've got the all the usual crap on here. This barrel is a 1 in 9 twist. As far as I know, everything else generally has a 1 in 10 for 223 556. Some are faster to stabilise heavier projectiles. So realistically, this thing should stabilise up to around 62, 65 grains. I'm going to start out using 55s. I might throw a few match bullets in it, and I'll see how it goes with the 70s and the 80s. I don't really hold that much hope for it. I don't think it's got the length to build up the velocity in the barrel, but that's cool. This is an experiment after all. So, I don't know. I like it. I really like it. I think it looks shit hot, and I'm hoping once I work a load up for it that it will do the job. And I've actually just got a text. I'm doing this on my iPhone, so I do apologise for the shakes and shivers and stuff like that. I probably should have had a couple of beers and steady myself out a bit. His comment was, "Jesus Christ, that's nice." And yes, it is. Hopefully we'll be able to punch some small groups, have some fun, peel some heads, do a bit of hunting, and enjoy it. If anyone knows of a kit that you can put in these things for adapting PMags, I would really like to know. I know there's a couple out there. I'm not sure how good they work, but if anyone's heard anything, if you could get back to me through the comments, that'd be great. Anyways, I'm going to leave you with this. We'll be shooting it on the weekend in a match, so sighting in Friday, shooting tactical match, 300 metres on Saturday. So I will try and get some pics and maybe some video of that, and we'll see how we go. Yeah, okay. Shoot straight, have fun, be safe, and remember, if your politicians start doing stupid things like trying to ban guns off reasonable people, write them letters, send them emails, call them, go and see them, and tell them they're being morons. That's about it for me. You guys have a lovely evening, day, morning, whatever. I'll catch you later. See ya.